Good morning. A pleasant good morning reaching out to each and every one. I am David Squeeze Anarchy, still in my little summer get up here as you know we get out of summer, but we're here to do a show, and that show is called Cruising with the Case Handler, and that show is a show on personal injury law, as you can see there. And of course, we're standing by and waiting for the attorney himself, Mr. Adam Handler, to show up. We call him the Case Handler, we call him the Beast, we call him the Shark, but we all know he is truly the top personal injury attorney for New Jersey and New York. In respect to my opinion, that's what I believe in. So ladies and gentlemen, turn up your radios. I appreciate the fact that you're actually tuning in. For those of us who are on social media, let's just take 30 seconds out right now and ask everyone to actually share. Okay, share. Okay, I need for everybody right now, if you are on Facebook, share the link that you're watching to at least, what would we say, at least 20 people. You know, share it on your timelines. You know, share it to 20 people. You know, let them understand how much you know that you love Adam Handler. You know, so right now we're revving it up for him. We're warming it up for him, as he says. So go to that share word at the bottom of your screen. Click on share. It's going to come up and say pages or groups, or it's going to say timeline. Share it on all the above. If you're a part of pages, just share. So this way we can get more viewers watching us as we warm up the show, which is a personal injury law show with focus on New Jersey and New York. I am David Squeezaniki, CEO of one of the most powerful groups that has ever come out of the Caribbean, the Link Up Media Group, providing many entities. However, one of the proudest things I've ever done where an entity is concerned is to put one on the radio that is known as the Case Handler, a man who is a partner at the law firm Pollock, Isaac and Seco, a man who has helped the immigrant community pontificating the Caribbean so passionately. And that's one of the things that we need to understand. We can find companies out there that can execute their services or their products or their jobs, but can we find somebody who is passionate enough? Can we find somebody who care enough? Can we find somebody who has demonstrated that and shown that for well over a decade consistently? Can we find people that will tell you Adam calls them on their birthday? Adam called them when there's a situation just to check it. That's what Adam Handler, the attorney in New York, covering New Jersey, is all about. Taking care of people when they get hurt in an accident, and even when they're not hurt in an accident, he cares. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Beast, the Shark. Let's welcome the Case Handler. I love saying the Beast and the Shark.
Oh my God. Good morning, Squeeze. Sorry I'm a minute late. The traffic, ladies and gentlemen, is looking like it's back to normal, pre-COVID volume out there. And you know what that's going to mean, Squeeze. More car accidents. In fact, I passed two car accidents on the way to work today on the highway. Both rear-end accidents. Both must have just happened because the police still weren't there. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever, God forbid, in that situation, let me give you some great advice. There's an attorney out there that is, for better or worse, available 24 hours a day. And as long as you have this number saved, after you get into the accident, after you call 911 and waiting, even while you're waiting for an emergency response, I'm happy to talk you through, let you know what to do, what not to do, and what your options are. Even if it's a minor fender bender and maybe you're not even injured, and I get these calls a lot, Squeeze. People call me, they get into an accident. They're not necessarily injured, but they want to know what to do. I'm happy to, give that advice over the phone. The consultation is always free. The advice is always free. And I'm here for you when you need me the most. And again, good morning. My name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. I am a personal injury attorney. I've been practicing personal injury law in New York City for 17 years. I've been on this radio station, 93.5 FM, since September of 2005, doing the show one way or another with Squeeze, just letting you know who I am, what I do, and how I do it. And I'd like to think that I and my team do it nothing short of exceptional, Squeeze, because we understand you got one shot and one shot only to get it right. So good morning to you. It's Monday. The sun is shining. The weather is sweet. And Squeeze, looking forward to a very productive week of work here.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what it's all about, man. I like the fact that you're back in the office. I like the fact that you've been meeting with your clients. I see the smiles. I see the big fat checks. As a matter of fact, can we get some of the testimonies? I would
Yeah,
love to hear.
I can pull them up. I love playing those because those are
Absolutely.
really the best possible endorsements. We do this show. You've got my back. The other DJs have had my back over the years, and I am so eternally grateful for it. But those endorsements that I really do hold true to my heart are the endorsements of those individuals that I've helped over the years. I've helped thousands and thousands of people obtain millions and millions and millions of dollars if, God forbid, they're in an accident. And when they come in and say, Mr. Handler, I'd love to give you a review online or take a picture with you or leave a message, that's the best. And we can start playing them because I love listening to these things. Let me get one queued up.
I love listening.
This is $100,000 settlement, rear end accident, maximum policy limits. We got our everything, the full 100,000, and we did it in less than a year.
I would like to thank Adam Andler and his team for going above and beyond. He always addressed my concern and responds very promptly to my questions. I felt very comfortable and easy to trust him. I got excellent service and received my full settlement. I will definitely recommend Mr. Andler and his team.
This is a complete stranger, before the accident happened. I never met her before. And then she had my number saved. She took that wonderful advice of those individuals, whether professionals on the radio or other clients that have endorsed me, and called me. Every day we get phone calls, Squeeze, from people that have been injured in a case. Sometimes it's not a case and we let them know it's not a case, but sometimes it is a case. More often than not, it is a case. And we'll guide you through it because it's so stressful. I mean, I'm kind of, the word is apathetic to it because I've been dealing with this so many years. And people getting hurt, their lives being turned upside down. But when this is the first time this has ever happened to you, when all of a sudden the medical bills are piling up, when all of a sudden you're not able to go to work and put food on your table for your family, it could be some of the most stressful times of your entire life. And knowing that there's an attorney out there that's going to fight for you like family, that's going to fight for you and make sure that everything's going to be all right, that's a wonderful feeling. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I can ask you politely, please, is to have my number saved. Even if you want to speak to other attorneys and weigh your best options, at least consider my practice as your first option and rule out all others. Again, my name is Adam Handler. My phone number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529, or easy to remember, 844 PPID Law. PPID is my law firm, Pollock, Isaac, and DeSico. I've been a partner of this firm for nearly 7 years. I was previously at another firm heading up their personal injury department. You guys know that story. Everybody knows that story. Came over here, started my own practice, became the case handler, and it's all good. Actually, Squeeze, Saturday night I was out to dinner with friends, and we went to a restaurant that I had not been to in a very long time. And when I walked in, I looked at the bar and I actually laughed to myself and I said to my wife, this seat at this bar is where the case handler was actually born. That whole concept of the case handler, because I was sitting down with a marketing specialist, a digital marketing specialist, and we sat down. I had just started my new practice. This is back in January of 2015, and he said you got to do something to set yourself apart. You got to brand yourself in a way that really does set yourself differently from all the attorneys, because we know you're the best. We know you're different from the other attorneys, but how can you portray that very simply? Is there a nickname? Is there something that people call you, the clients, really believe that you are to them? And I go, there's one guy, he calls me the case handler because I'm always handling the cases. He had several cases previously with me, and he's always like, "You're the case handler. Your last name's Handler. You are the case handler," and that's really where it began. And when I saw that seat at that bar where I had that conversation, where we started the social media, where we started the Instagram page, where we started the Facebook page, where we started the Google reviews and the website. Really it was a wonderful feeling, because I'm looking to see how far we've come as a community. I've always been doing what I needed to do to service this community, this 93.5 FM community and beyond, the immigrant community. But once we went digital and once we went social, it really just exploded, Squeeze. And it couldn't be a bigger blessing to a professional that truly cares about what they do.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing the voice of Adam Handler right here on the radio station 93.5 WVIP FM. It is what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I do. All right. So a lot of you who are tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, to 93.5. Look up in the upper right-hand corner right there. That's us. Okay. Give us a call. I'm going to take a minute or two out to do something that is very important. How do you contact this phenomenal attorney that is a personal injury one? Here's how. First things first. Note the number, all right? The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPIDLAW. As we scroll through the website, thecasehandler.com, looking at all these settlements, please, we ask of you to actually, store the number of Adam Handler. It's very, very important that you do so. Once again, the number is 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. If you're ever hurt in an accident, you will need that. Follow him on Instagram also, The Case Handler. Follow him on Facebook, The Case Handler. Check out the website, thecasehandler.com. On the website, you'll see the settlements that's scrolling on the screen if you're watching us on Facebook and not seeing us on the radio, because you can't. Over how many? Where are we at right now with our numbers? Over what? Over 130 what?
Well, we're definitely, I think by this point, we're probably closer to about 140 million. But I want to calculate that before I make that official, because you got to be above board in this business. You can't advertise things that are not completely accurate. So let me do that. It's definitely over 135 million for my career. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of attorneys out there, whether on TV, radio, billboard, newspaper, magazine, having shady dudes run up to you at the scene of the accident or in the hospital, telling you, go with this lawyer, he's really good. Telling you that a lawyer is good is a lot different than the lawyer showing you that they're great. And that's what this show is all about, showing you 93.5 FM, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, showing you how great we are here. We do things very, very different than other law firms, and you will never, ever. There's one thing I can say with 1,000% certainty, Squeeze, you're not going to find another lawyer that cares more than we do. It's just impossible. We give it 110% in every case, whether it's a $5 million case or a $5,000 case. We understand you got one shot to get it right, Squeeze, and we'll fight for you like family. We do care.
Absolutely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler right here, of course, on Cruising with the Case Handler. Remember to follow him on Instagram, follow him on Facebook, and also check out his YouTube channel, The Case Handler. Very, very important. It's the start of the week. Stuff does happen. We do get into accidents.
I saw 2 accidents on the way to work today. That's like I said, it's starting to get busier out there, and unfortunately, bad things happen to very good people, Squeeze.
Yeah, and I also want a lot of people who are in the construction industry, and one of these mornings, want to drag Adam on the radio at 6 o'clock. All the construction workers are going to work, so you can actually, speak to them and, link up with them, because that's the time they're heading to work, 6 in the morning and so forth. Wake you up, or you can do it from your Peloton. We both can do it from the Peloton. Right. Right. But let's call the number right now, just so it rings and you can store it, ladies and gentlemen. 844-774-3529. Thank you all so much. Have yourself an amazing day, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope that everything goes well with you. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, brother.